What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and we're going to be talking about all the wildest and intriguing football news stories and rumors you Assassinators need to know. And yes, sir, ma'am, I understand why they said that much more sooner than usual, but my point is I'm already ready to talk about what's going on in the world of NFL, and yeah, this is the football news video on November 16th. 17th, yeah, no, November 17th. Yeah, I apologize, Assassinators, in advance. But yeah, okay, we're gonna start things off with Mr. Jameis Winston and Jerry Jeudy, open second drive, with the uh with the 89-yard touchdown. New Orleans Saints, New Orleans, I mean, not New Orleans, New Orleans, the Cleveland Browns, entered week 11, New Orleans and the Cleveland Browns, I'm afraid, to open up in week 11 as the only team without a reception of at least 40 yards. That drought finally came to an end Sunday today, and late late in the first quarter against the New Orleans Saints quarterback Jameis Winston found wide receiver Jerry Jeudy streaking across across the field for a 89-yard catch and run touchdown. Winston in his return to NFL, return to the New Orleans, evaded the pass rush and stepped up in the pocket to connect with Jeudy. The receiver went untouched on his way to the end zone, in you can see right here with his pass on to the latest on the game, with them taking on the New Orleans Saints. Let's see right here. With the Saints, when with the Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns today, but earlier.
Steps up on first down. Now he throws wide open. It's Jeudy across midfield and still going. Jerry Jeudy inside the Saints 20. The 10 takes it all the way 89 yards for a Cleveland touchdown. This is exactly.
What are your thoughts on that very impressive throw by Winston to Jerry Jeudy? And do you think that the Cleveland Browns finally found found a quarterback that's definitely going to get them a better record than they're already getting thus far? Since what's his name, Deshaun Watson is out for the rest of the season for the second straight year in a row. That's a bummer, but let's look at it in a positive perspective. It looks like that we could be seeing the Cleveland Browns a bit more better than we would expect them to be. We would assume that they'll probably be the second the second most worst time when the Cleveland Browns had a sorry record, next to the 2017 record when they were 0-16, if I'm mistaken. That was before they gave the NFL teams gave them an extra week, the play, to get some more what's it called, more add another point into their record. But let me know down in the comments below about this. But anyways, continuing on to the story. Judy's second touchdown of the season is the longest play by a Browns player since wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. Scored from an an 89-yard out against the New York Jets in 2019, according to ESPN research. It's also the second longest touchdown by any team this year behind the Minnesota Vikings. Wide receiver Justin Jefferson, a 97-yard touchdown against the San Francisco 49ers in week 2. Yeah, that's very impressive. Wow, I did not know that was even accurate right now. Well, maybe I should have paid close attention about who is the widest receiver, which I know. Yeah, Justin Jefferson is that dude. Yeah, he can. I bet if there was 1,000-yard field, with someone Sam Darnold, for an example, or even Patrick Mahomes, if they were on the same team, with one of them, or even maybe even James Winston from the Cleveland Browns, somebody that do a long throw, or that guy on Washington Commanders, that Daniels dude, I forget his first name. But yeah, if it was someone like him or Aaron Rodgers that could launch 1,000-yard field, I believe Justin could catch that, could catch it right exactly in wherever spot that they threw it to. Yeah, he's his own version of the cheetah, like Tyreek Hill on the Miami Dolphins that used to play for the Chiefs. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below about this. But yeah, do you think that we could be seeing that the Cleveland? But yeah, back to the Cleveland Browns side of things on the news story. Do you think that we could be seeing can we see the Cleveland Browns can make a huge comeback and maybe even make it to the playoffs? Let me know in the comments down below. That's the guess that y'all gonna have to guess for yourselves, I guess. But let's move on to the next slide. Uh, we got some Chiefs news now. According to Bill, I'll tell you. Oh no, according to Stefan, believes uh yeah, Chiefs will take their first loss against the Bills, which according to this news story. And can the Chiefs go undefeated? In question how they're winning what's next. And we got some very questionable news about the Chiefs' next game, which is in the next couple of hours against the Buffalo Bills. I believe they're going to be at the Bills Stadium. I wish I can remember it by heart. I believe it's called what is it called? I'm gonna have to research on it later on, but yeah, less than 3% of ESPN's football power index, uh, e, uh, FPI thinks there's a 2.7 chance the 9-0 Chiefs win their remaining eight games, and became the first team in NFL history to win 17 games in a regular season. As possible, and I sure hope that they do make an example out of that by defeating Buffalo today. But it's going to be a tough task to do because they're AFC arch rivals, especially when it comes to them going to the playoffs against these guys, the Buffalo Bills. And for the past couple of years, Josh Allen been given the Chiefs some trouble beating them in the regular season, because when the last time they beat them at regular season was back in 2020. Yeah, and the only time that they beat the Buffalo Bills was in the playoffs, for the last couple of years. Because in the regular season, they always lose to Buffalo. Let's hope that does change at today's game on the weekly roundup games, and I'll let you guys know who did win that game. When I start talking about what just happened between the Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals, because I like doing that, because I am a Kansas City Chiefs enthusiast into these type of topics. But anyways, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if they can win like this weekend's rivalry game against the Bills, they will be favored in each of their seven remaining contests. Like their chances of going 17-0 would be more than double. After this past Sunday's game, like some people might feel like the Chiefs' chances of pulling off our pulling off are closer to 100% late in the close game against the Broncos. Like the Kansas City Chiefs seem to be have finally met its match. Patrick Mahomes missed an open like Kelsey like in the end zone like with the Chiefs like instead kicking a field goal like to go up like 2 points. Like the Broncos then converted like a third I mean a down three third downs to get in range like of a chip like shot field goal like only for Leo Channel like to come up with a perfect season saving block like of Will let's kick. Kansas City won at 16-14. Its victorious its victories like have felt like preordained. Like and on the other hand, the Bills yeah, what I'm talking about. On the other hand, like, and yet people taking a closer look, like, might feel like the Chiefs' chances, like, are much closer, like, to zero. Like, they won exactly one game by more than 10 points. They've gotten help like from oversized like feet like with Isaiah Likely's non-catch like at the end of week one like against the Baltimore Ravens well timed calls like in the fourth like in 16 like path interference like in late in week two against the Cincinnati Bengals, like scare in and scaredy cat coaches like of Todd Bowles like not going for two like as a significant underdog like with a 27 seconds like left like in left to go in and a reputation in week eight, like against the Bucks, like and now a game like saving blocked like field goal like on the final snap of regulation against the Denver Broncos, who's right can the Chiefs really do this like in question while most everyone acknowledges this is a good football team are they pretenders like in regulation relation like to like if they're pretenders in relation to the other teams that started like their seasons like with 9-0, are they worse than other Kansas City teams like from the past? Like, can they keep up this cycle? Like, and what does it mean like for their chances of becoming like the first team like in NFL history like to three-peat? Like, the let's look into the undefeated Chiefs, like, and try to figure out like whether they can keep it up like for the rest of the way. And do you all agree with Super Ninja Austin? Like onto this point, like where most people think that they could that they could take a L from the Buffalo Bills. Well, I sure think they don't. I think they're going to do it all the way. They're going to break a new record in NFL history to be the first ever team to be 17-0. Like which the only teams like like from like having 17 weeks and 16 games for each team, like that managed to get a 16-0 record was none other than New England Patriots in 2007 or eight, like 2007 if I'm not mistaken. But and then like in the 80s with the Miami Dolphins when they still had Dan Marino as their quarterback. Those are the only teams that got 16-0 record. Like, I mean, Aaron Rodgers was so close, like, of getting a 16-0 record in 2010 season, but I wonder who's the reason why he didn't, because one of the teams that stopped him from getting a 16-0 record, only just a decent 15-1 record, is none other than the Kansas City Chiefs that did it. But that was when Matt Castle was the quarterback at the time, like, rather than Patrick Mahomes. Like, he didn't got there until like 7 seasons later, like in 2017. But yeah, like, well, let me know down in the comments below. Either way, who thinks who do you think's gonna win this game? And I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. And I believe I'll be confident, like, to know for sure if they can beat someone as good as the Buffalo Bills, even if they have like Pittsburgh, like in the next couple weeks from now. I will be confident that they can also beat that game if they can more likely win. Like, I'm starting to sound like if I have any doubts, but I don't. Like, I'm saying like I'm looking at it in other people's point of view. Like when I say that, like when I'm looking at it in an unbiased opinion, like like if they can surpass Buffalo Bills Bills and beat them, like I am confident that they can be 17-0 and possibly break another record when they become the first ever team to win a 3 back-to-back Super Bowl in 3 straight years in a row. But let me know in the comment section right down below if you agree with the assassin onto that theory, which most of y'all would assume is a theory, but I know it's a proven fact. Just saying, I know it's probably too early to call the shots. They call them a 3 back-to-back Super Bowl champs. But I think they're going to be breaking records like in the season. And I think this is going to be their last Super Bowl they're going to go to in a row, at least, the side of things. And I think in the next few years, we get to see them going back, like how New England did it, like when he won, like when Tom Brady won in his rookie year, and then he won a couple years after that in 2003, and then in 2004 back-to-back. And then like he didn't win back and win a Super Bowl. I mean, he did win back like in 2007 when he was undefeated, but lost to Matt Castle. Like, not Matt Castle. I'm talking about he was the backup quarterback. I'm talking about Danny. What's his name? Eli Manning. Like Eli Manning. That's who it was that beat him. And then he went they did it again like 4 years later, and he still beat him. Eli Manning. Like. But yeah, let me know about this in the comment section right down below. Can we see some record-breaking moments from the Kansas City Chiefs, like 2 straight times in a row, like in 2025? Let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. But like we got more. Let's move on. Let's talk about. Yeah. I'm full. You're full. Good. Glad to hear. Moving on, we got. Let's see. We got Indianapolis Colts' Anthony Richardson like returned with a touchdown run against the New York Jets. And in East Rutherford, like New Jersey, Anthony Richardson is back. Yeah. Can you dump this? Yeah. I like this 3 bites or 2 bites and 4. Since I ate classes. All right. Anyways, Assassinators, I'm back here. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, Mr. Anthony Richardson. Yeah, is back in exile. The Indianapolis Colts quarterback, benched for 2 weeks ago, but restated as a starter for this week, scored on a 2 yard touchdown run against the New York Jets, stiff arming one defender and run over another in route to the end zone. And here's the clip of the play that just happened a couple hours ago, which you can see for yourself.
Richardson keeps it himself, trying to get to the outside, stiff arm on Clemens. Richardson takes it in! A bruising touchdown run for Richardson. I mean, I give credit to Jalen Mills.
And what was your reaction to that? For those that watched it either live or watched it for the first time here, Super Ninja Austin here, and do you think we could see the Colts are going to be winning today on the Sunday's roundups? Which I think there's an hour left to this game, if I'm mistaken. But yeah, and do you think that he was a big supporter? Even though they said he only got a couple yards from that touchdown, but do you think he's going to make the difference for the Indianapolis Colts for the rest of the game, or do you think they were just lucky enough to have him back and he just made a big help against a team that's at average, if that's the right term to use? Despite having the likes of Aaron Rodgers and Lazard and what's his name, Devontae Adams, I think the Colts will definitely win this game. But what's your thoughts on the game, team that's more high level at the moment? Do you think they could do the same for a team like that, or what's your opinion? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But anyways, Richardson executed a bootleg run around the left side, but had a elude defensive end Michael Clemens, who was given chase. Given chase in Richardson stiff armed Clemens from behind, then set his sights on the end zone. That's where defensive back Jalen Mills awaited, trying to keep Richardson short of the goal line. Richardson lowered his right shoulder and flattened Mills on his way to the touchdown, and he followed the play with a spirit touchdown celebration after the score, which gave the Colts a 10-0 lead over the struggling Jets. But moving on, we got the next story to talk about. We got the Buffalo Bills news, and I already assumed that it has something to do with the Chiefs game today, which they're going to be at home, which the Buffalo's going to be at home in their stadium, rather than the Chiefs being at home. But that's going to be one of their disadvantages. But I don't think that's going to even matter, for the Chiefs to play their best. They play teams that are way before and beat them, Just ask I don't know, like Atlanta or what's the other team that was away that they played? Oh yeah, San Francisco. Even though they're struggling right now, but they're still being averagely, I'll say, decent, if that's the right term to use. But yeah, just ask a couple of teams like that they beaten in their home stadium, like at Levi Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and what's the other team that I just mentioned? Ask them that question about when they faced them in their own state. The Los Angeles Chargers, they beat them, even though that their arch rival team considering they're both in the AFC West, but they still beat them at SoFi Stadium. So, like, I don't think it has anything to do with that when it comes to the Chiefs playing against them. It's I guess, the difficulties of the team being just as good as they are. Like, they're having trouble of beating. But I still think they're gonna pull off an upset, like at the Broncos at least. Like, it did look like Buffalo's about to win by going for a field goal, only for getting that turnover. Like, I feel like in my spirit that that's going to happen. We're going to see the Chiefs remaining like undefeated at a 10-0 record, which we could see like the Chiefs could defeat the Buffalo Bills like at I'll say maybe more say like a 30-27 lead, if I'm mistaken, at the end of the game, but yeah, but without any further delays and biased opinions, we got Bills' approach like to playing input, like player input in and play calling like brings confidence. Like Orchard Park, New York, like Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen's feet are up like as he begins the meeting. Like he start with going over like the running game, like and then moves like on the passing plays, like asking the position like groups like and individual players like what plays like they would like and not like to see called in the game ahead. Allen Allen's records notes like from the meeting and passes along like the plays. I discussed like the offensive coordinator like Joe Brady. The same meeting takes place like Friday after practice. Allen has led in since Brady instituted like the meeting like when he took over like as interim offensive coordinator in week 11 like of the 2023 season. Funny coincidence, it's the week 11 of 2024 season. But anyways, the offense like only meets like which are not typically lengthy and described by players like as super chill like take place like about 15 minutes after practice comes like to a close. The meeting helps like create an open dialogue like for players to express what plays they like and don't like the the facility validates facilitates like conversation between position groups. Like it's nice because other things like said, the tight ends like don't like something, like hey, like why don't you like it? Like in question, like oh, I didn't think about it like that way. Like that makes sense. Like when he answers. When he answers him, like let's throw it out, like throw it out center, Connor Government Governor McGovernor like says, and that approach from Brady and Allen encourages buy-in like on the offense like across the board and allows input like from players on what's called during games. Like rookie running back Ray Davis compared like the meeting progressed like to texting like Brady if there are specific things they like or will note like them like to him during practices. Like yeah, like he stated, like I think like a lot of its ownership, like guys taking accountability, like making the accountability, like taking accountability. If I told Joe like that I want this play, and he calls it. Like I got like to go and make it work because we're putting ourselves on the line there in terms of him trusting us. Like, and as long as we keep executing some of the plays that we like, he's going to keep calling them. Like, and uh and Joe always talks about the greatest reward for doing is the opportunity to do more. And this offense is certainly like doing more. The Bills are off to in a in an 8-2 start, like the team's like best since 1993. While Allen has put like together a commanding performance, like before behind a consistent offensive line, he's also getting help in ways like he hasn't before with the highest yards after catch per reception through 10 games, like with a 6.7 of his career. And Allen is unusually not the team's leader in rushing touchdowns. James Cook, like the offense like behind those numbers like will be on display like in the eighth meeting like between the Bills and Kansas City Chiefs since 2020 on Sunday, and part of the Bills' offensive issues like this season have included slower starts, like in allowing like an undefeated Kansas City team like that has trailed like in eight of nine wins, eight of out of nine wins this season, like to linger like is a dangerous approach. Like the Bills have trailed the Bills trailed at halftime, like in five games this season, going like on like to win three of those in two other games. Like they have they only led by one score like at the break, like despite a scoring margin like of a plus 9.7 per game like for the season, like even amid like the slow starts, like Brady says he prefers to run what the players have confidence like in, like reflecting a belief that success will come. And then Brady stated, obviously, I want us to start like fast, but I want the guys to know like that I'm going to trust him and plays that they own, like, and they want, and it's plays that I believe in as well. Here's a break. Here's a breakdown, like of some of the Bills' player chosen plays, like the players explaining the details, like of the preferences. Like tight end Dawson Knox, like play choice, like with for an example, in week 8, like Bills at the Seattle Seahawks, like with 13 minutes and 58 seconds on the first quarter, like with first and 10 Buffalo Bills, like with nobody having scored yet, with a play result with Allen to Knox, like for a 23-yard gain of a first down, like almost two first downs and a half, but the play we opened with was one that I want to. I mean, this is what the tight end has to say on the matter. I think during a press conference, like with opened with the the play we opened with was one of that I wanted to advocate for, which was 100% Joe Brady's scheme. Like he wanted it. He wanted it called the first play. Like Josh did a great job, alerting it. But I wanted it called because I thought it was a great. It was a great look, a great scheme by Brady, and thankful we got the call. Knox said that when he's deciding to advocate advocate for a certain play, he looks for it if it worked in practice, if he thinks they get the right look from the defense, and if it features the tight ends like that. This was the first offensive play called for the Bills against the Seahawks in Week 8, and and Mc and McGur and McGovern said that as soon as Allen sits down in the weekly meeting, he says all right, Connor. Dave, left guard David Edwards. I know you want goalie to start with these play is mid zone to the left to the left, which left make govern also said that Brady approached him on the plane to Seattle to ask about what he wanted to see run but before he could even answer the coordinator already like knew it's a good way to see the defense how they're going to be playing if playing it, and then if we could get the going then that gets the play game going in so earlier we get that start, and start other things get opened up. McGovernor continued and added, they did run it early in Seattle and McGovernor said it went perfectly in the midst of what ended up as a 14 play open scoring drive. But here's the video of the play with Mr. Dawson Knox. You can see, as you can see for yourself. And what was your reaction to that pass? And do you think the Chiefs should watch out for that? Which I sure think they should. And I think this is going to be the most highlighted game of the day, because it's all about if the Chiefs can remain undefeated, or can the Buffalo Bills can be the first team ever of the season to give the Chiefs their first L of the 2024 season. But I think the Chiefs gonna have everything under control. Despite their struggles and obstacles in their way, with Josh Allen's speed, of throwing or running, I think they'll be prepared for that. The defense will probably will make a couple of mistakes of letting it happen. But I think despite it, I think the Chiefs gonna pull off something unexpected that Buffalo would is not thinking that the Chiefs could pull off to remain remain unbeatable of this season. Is that them being the reigning defending back-to-back Super Bowl champs, of course, and they're going to be third back in the back-to-back reign, them being Super Bowl champs, which that's gonna be what's it called, a history making, which only teams like New England and They tied the record with New England and the what's it called and San Francisco 49ers, like when they in the 90s when Joe Montana was the quarterback at the time, and 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 then and Tom Brady at the time in the 2000s, that's the only time that happened until 2020s. We saw it from the Chiefs, and some tells me we're going to see them breaking that record along with the record that only Miami and New England has. But it's a 17-0. But let's move on to talk about the quarterback Josh Allen play choice, with a Week 8 Bills at Seahawks game, with the second quarter, which it states that it talked about when when it was 1 minute and 8 seconds, in the second quarter, with a 3rd and 3 play, with the Buffalo Bills had the ball and they were at the Seattle 36-yard line, with the Buffalo leading at 7-3, and then this is where we saw the result of Allen rushed 9 yards, and in a drive result was a touchdown pass to Dalton Kincaid. Third down and third, in short, there was a timeout, going over to the sideline. I told them a play that I wanted, and he called it and it worked out and it's fulfilling for me, that it worked, but for Brady too, it's all I trust this guy in what he sees, in to have a healthy relationship like that, with your OC, and he trusts and he trusts that, it's a dang good feeling. To some cases, Allen will communicate on the sideline plays that he thinks are good to run during the game. Sometimes that happens during timeouts with quarterbacks with quarterbacks coach with Ronald Curry, often a go between on the sideline, while Brady is in the booth. There's a lot of times, and he stated that there's a lot of time as I'm communicating down to Curry, and Josh, any thoughts from Josh, or hey, what's he thinking in question with and there might be a timeout, and he goes to the sideline, and he tells RC, hey, give me this, hey, bring this up to Joe. But now here's a video of anyways, here's a video of this play on the 3rd down snap from Josh Allen. You can see right here, posted on NFL's X account. Here's a video of it, where Josh Allen does this play, and he ran it for that 9 yards. And do you think Buffalo, and some of y'all Buffalo fans, which I'm gonna have to ask you questions for y'all Assassinators that are fans of Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, do you think he's gonna exactly do that to the Chiefs, in their own stadium? and reminds me of my own staying with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills because they are going to be in Buffalo, New York. And I sure hope that a certain man that's in the wrestling business named Maxwell will not be at that game and try to give good luck to Josh Allen, which I don't think there's such thing as that. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Even if he thinks that's going to help him get good luck against the undefeated, reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, he has another thing coming. But anyways, yeah. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Like, do you think what your thoughts on the game? Like, do you think the Chiefs can remain undefeated despite this is their biggest, toughest game yet, like in the season thus far? Or do you think Buffalo is going to be the one to pull off the upset and give the Chiefs their first L of the year? Let me know down in the comments below. I sure think it's going to be the first one that's going to, even though it's going to be tough and not going to be easy, but they're going to find their path of success in remaining undefeated. But let's move on to the next slide. Let's next up we got Aaron Rodgers news now as he has touchdown pass like to Brees Hall, like pushes him like surpassed to Dan Marino. In East Rutherford, like Rutherford, New Jersey, like New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, like passed Dan Marino, like for 8th pass, like on the NFL's all-time passing yardage list, like with a 29-yard touchdown pass to Brees Hall on Sunday. It helped the Jets build a 13-7 lead over the Indianapolis Colts, which, as you can see right here on the video, but we're gonna. But before I get down, I want to say, point out like what ESPN showed, like the statistics of Aaron Rodgers passing the legendary quarterback from Miami Dolphins, by with this stating Rodgers been the day with 61,313 yards, like needing like only like 49 yards to pass Marino, and you can see right here on the video, like on the game, like with him getting this new world record, like with this game against the Colts. And I said lead. I'm so sorry. I meant to say, like, with them still down by a little less than a touchdown, but here's the video of it right here.
Comes back over the middle to Hall. He's got some room to run. First down. Touchdown.
And that's what lead up to Brees Hall gets the touchdown, which I believe that's good. And what are your thoughts on the Jets? Like finally making their first touchdown in the game thus far, and do you think that they're gonna pull off like a comeback like into this game, or do you think it's gonna be the Colts game? I mean, they are, yeah, and Eastern East Rutherford like Rutherford Field, like or should I say, no, not the name of the stadium, East Rutherford for New Jersey, yeah, which that's the home of the New York Jets, and maybe they could win here, like in their own stadium, but then again, like that depends if they can continue doing stops for onto the Indianapolis Colts and stop them wherever they can to get to come. But in my opinion, I think this is anybody's game. This is a tough one to take, but I just think the Chiefs the Chiefs versus the Buffalo is going to be the most highlighted of the day, even over the Sunday Night Football game. Even though I'm going to be reviewing that's because it's the primetime game. If the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills was the primetime game, I would rather prefer to do that game regardless than I would do with the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, I'm just not a fan. I'm not like John Moxley. Like, I'm not a Bengals fan. It's obvious I'm not from Cincinnati as well, but even if I was from Cincinnati, I sure as hell would have left that city and not drink their water. But yeah, But I hope that Los Angeles does win because they are in Los Angeles, anyways, the better city of Cincinnati, of course. Like, yeah, which like Martin Lawrence said on that movie Big Mama's House, like everybody's not trying to stay in in Cincinnati, everybody's trying to leave in Cincinnati. Like I totally agree on them with that, but I'm forever going to agree that I'm probably going to be forever banned from that city and state who I give a care about. Sure hope I never visit there whatsoever. I want to visit any other place in America, but not that place. Yeah, that's the worst place that you could possibly visit. Like, but yeah, I think the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills going to be the most highlighted game, like of the day, I guess you could say. Even though like the Bengals versus the Chargers are going to be the primetime game, but I think it's going that game's going to be overshadowed by this game because everybody's wondering who's going to be the winner because these are the top contenders like of the first and second spot on the AFC division. Like who's going to who and pull off a win. But I mean, either way, like even if let's just say the Chiefs does win, like they still remain number one, and if Buffalo wins, they still are number one. But still, like this is gonna guarantee them a shot of breaking a big time record like only like the Patriots and the Miami Dolphins hold is undefeated. But yeah. Anyways, back to the Jets versus the Colts. Like Hall scored his second touchdown of an 18-yard rush like early in the third quarter. Like when Hall took a toss like to the right, like and whenever he goes hot and yeah, like that, like again right in the follow lead to oh lead like by guards like with John Simpson like and Elijah. Oh, I see it. No, the price. Oh. Oh. I marked that down. Wow, it looked like it says a penny. That's what it was. A penny? Yeah. A whole penny? That was a penny. For that pillow right there. I guess they'll call you Grandma Pillow for nothing. Shut up. But anyways, Assassinators. Yeah, we got John Simpson and Elijah Tucker, like both whom like pulled. It was a nice misdirection play by the New York Jets, like who sent wide receiver Devontae Adams in motion to the left. Hall like followed like his blocks like nicely and dived to the pylon like to secure the 6 points. Like it was Hall's first career game with a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. And what are your opinions and thoughts onto this? Like, yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know who you rooting for to win and who do you think's gonna win as well. But let's move on and let's end today's video with some Los Angeles Rams news now as Puka Nikola like dives for a touchdown against the Patriots, and at Foxborough, Massachusetts, the Los Angeles Rams got another takeaway from their defense, like on Sunday against New England Patriots. But unlike last week, they were able to take advantage. And you can see a little clip of the video onto the game during the game. You can see right here.
Stafford, make it to Williams. Stafford floats it. Nakua reaching, diving, touchdown Los Angeles. Make it to Williams.
And what's your opinion about this touchdown? And And do you think that it's gonna help them get the win over the Patriots and then make a comeback of fixing up their record because they're at, I believe, 4-5 if I'm not mistaken. But the play like after Brandon Fisk like stripped like sacked Patriots quarterback Drake May like and quarterback Matthew Stafford threw a 12-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Puka Nakoa. After the catch, Nicoya had 4 catches for 86 yards, and a touchdown. After making the play, Nicoya was checked out by the medical staff in the end zone and went into the injury tent. According to NFL Next Gen stats, the touchdown pass to Nicoya had a completion probability of 13.5%. That's Stafford's lowest completion, probably a probability on any passing touchdown since 2017, when when NGS began tracking that stat in week 10 against the Miami Dolphins, a game in which the Rams did not score a touchdown. Los Angeles fumbled the ball the play after the defense intercepted a pass. The touchdown gave Rams a 14-7 lead in the second quarter. The Rams quickly added to their lead of 50 seconds into the second half. And on the second down, Stafford found wide receiver Cooper Kupp for 69 yards. It was Kupp's second touchdown of the day and his first game with more than a receiving touchdown since September 18th, 2022. And you can see it for yourself onto the post. There you go.
And speed. Some speed on that one, and there goes Cooper Kupp to the house. Another strike, and Kupp takes the distance. 10 yards and a very nice Stafford delivery. Well, they missed the field goal.
But what are your opinions on the matter? And again, do you think they're definitely going to be winning this game against the Patriots? Even though they're in Boston, let me know down in the comment section right down below. And I sure feel bad for all the Patriots fans at this point, at this time, because they're not like they used to be. And yeah, and I find most people in Boston very cool in a way. But yeah, let me know, down in the comment section right down below about this win, of the Rams. Do you think they're going to be 5-5? And do you think they're going to finally get back into the rhythm? Now it's almost close at the end of the year and the end of the NFL season, just 7 more weeks to go. And then 7 more weeks, or no, that's 7. Yeah, I'm right. 7 more weeks to go. And do you think they're going to manage to make it into the 6th or 7th place spot on the wild card division on the playoffs, or do you think they don't really have a chance to make it even in that round in the playoffs? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But I guess that'll be it for today, Assassinators. But yeah, that'll be it. But I think that, my opinion, even though I don't give up much of my opinions, but I just to see y'all's opinions, about stuff about this, about stuff from from football or wrestling. So that's why I don't really give it much. Only just give you just the skinny of it by saying I think like if they could keep this up, and if everybody that's good and healthy, that's on the starting point, that's going to help them get more points and touchdowns, or help them get turnovers in the defense side against the offense. I think I think they could definitely could make it into at least in the wild card spot. Like even if like let's just say like San Francisco or Seattle or somebody like, or even Arizona, like whoever that's first place in the NFC West, like they could see them can at least be second place in the NFC West division and then make a wild card spot in between the like maybe fifth, sixth, seventh place, which I assume it could be like sixth or seventh place. Like if they can start playing more and winning more games more than losing, I think they have a chance. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what your opinions onto that. And I guess that'll be it for today of Assassinators. And I hope y'all enjoyed the wildest and intriguing football news stories and transfers that you Assassinators need to know from the ESPN article. And if so, please make sure to hit that like button to show your satisfaction, along with the subscribe and the post notification bell for more SNA videos. And please make sure to check out the Sunday Night Football game between the Los Angeles Chargers of Justin Herbert as their quarterback against the filthy Cincinnati Bengals, like of the filthy animal himself, Joe Barrow, which some might call him Joe Cool, which I understand why they're calling him that. Like he's nowhere, not even close like Joe Montana, or even the guy that created the Joe Cool character from the Peanuts series. Like only people that are actually cool and awesome and that's likable, that's a Joe Cool, not a guy that's filthy, disgusting, mind controlling, and brainwashing. All thanks to their water that they drink, like in that filthy, disgusting city. Like should I call it? No, they're worse than silly, so I shouldn't even describe it. I think I did the right decision of calling them what I just did. I know I'm probably going to be getting banned if somebody from Cincinnati seen this video, but who cares? I don't really give a care right now. Like Cincinnati is a garbage city that needs to be destroyed and maybe painted a different color. But yeah, but seriously, no Cincinnati for SNA, and I hope I don't have to be wearing orange for them. I'd rather wear orange for the Broncos before I wear orange for Cincinnati, like on the review video. But that's a different story that's a different video for a different day, I guess you could say, which that could probably be me ranting like if Cincinnati does win tonight, But please, like most of y'all fans, hopefully y'all rooting for the Chargers, like SNA here, so I can wear that cool blue that they love, that they also wear. Like, and I like wearing blue in general because it's one of my 4 favorite colors, like out of my list of favorite colors. Like, and if you want to know the rest of my favorite colors, like please make sure to get this up to at least, I don't know, 15 to 20 likes, like for minor average, like of a minimum of that. So I can tell y'all Assassinators, like what's on the next video, what's my favorite colors are. I mean, I probably told you guys before, but I'm not sure if y'all remember that, unless y'all can rewatch one of my videos, which I need to do myself if I recall doing. But yeah, that'll be it for now, Assassinators. I hope y'all have a wonderfully fun rest of your Sunday until we meet again later on in the evening. And I'll see you all later. Till then, with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin, out of here. Bye-bye, my Assassinators. I better get ready because them Chiefs are going to be playing like very soon. So I better get in the gear, wear my Travis Kelce jersey. I guess give them some kind of a sass kind of the assist of a sass rub of good luck, I guess you could say, with me wearing the Chiefs gear to make sure they remain undefeated. And yeah, I will see you SNA Assassinators later. And how about them undefeated back-to-back Chiefs? Welcome to the Red Kingdom. But yeah, like always, I'll see you guys soon.